Interesting headline here on the motoringchronicle.com. A 2025 user experience report reveals the need for OEMs to optimize in-car payment services to access untapped revenue. Now, this absolutely screams of microtransactions and stuff like that to me. I'll be honest, anybody who's played video games will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a big problem right now. Very parasitic towards children, basically, trying to tap into those millions. But let me have a look at what this story is, guys, and I'll give my thoughts on it at the end, because like I said, definitely a unique headline. I wasn't expecting to see this one today on the website, but we got that full article as always. A new first of its kind report by Drive Research focused on the full user experience journey of in-car payment systems shows that these services have become extremely desirable, convenient features for many drivers who will be willing to pay for access to significantly improve their driving experience and brand perception. In 2025, in-car payments user experience report presented real-world drivers in the US and Germany with two in-car payment systems and tasked them with completing the same exercises on both answering quantitative and qualitative survey and interview questions to gauge their level of interest in-car payment functionality and opinions on the two formats. The first system, A, was an anonymized current in-production OEM system in each region, with the second system being an updated setup created together by Parkopedia and Valtech Mobility, with ease of use improvements across enrollments, notifications, engagement, and payment processes. All American drivers surveyed stated that having an easy to use in-car payment system would improve their driving experience, with 100% also highly valuing its functionality in enabling in-car payments for driving related services. Simple in-car payments were also near universally valued by German participants at 93%. This demonstrated the wide-ranging demand for this functionality when it works as intended. Showing the potential benefit to OEMs from introducing well-executed in-car payments, 97% of participants in both the US and Germany would consider using in-car payments for all vehicle transactions such as parking, EV charging, fueling, and tolls, if the setup were easy to use. One German participant stated, "System B is definitely simpler, time-saving, self-explanatory, efficient, and an everyday helper." The same proportion at 97% stated that in-car payment functionality would improve their driving experience and would value having multiple in-car payment services available through one platform instead of requiring external devices to access. The consistency of the figures show that these drivers have a strong held interest in more sophisticated connected car services, and OEMs that offer seamlessly integrated in-car payments stand to win growing proportion of customers from rival brands that fail to address this increasing demand. So interesting stuff here. I mean, there's a full article. It's a really, really long one if you guys want to check it out. I don't have time in this video to go through it all. It's not, I mean, this is the thing, right? It's not inherently evil like in-app purchases and in-game purchases are for video games and for phone apps and stuff like that, right? Those have become a real problem in society. I feel like we're cluing on to them now a bit, but it's unfortunately still a big problem for a lot of people. It's not that uncommon for children and other people to, pay for loads of money on these apps or these games with very little in return. It's a scam, simple as that in a lot of cases. Now, in this case, it's interesting because it does hit onto a topic that I've always thought about, when it comes to the software inside cars, the software that actually drives the little display thing that you get and your telemetry in front of you and stuff like that. For the most part, it sucks. I mean, the in-car telemetry, that's okay. That has to be, that's pretty basic, no problems there. But, comparing your in-car sat-nav to like Google Maps, for example, that you get in Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, it's not even a contest. You use that Android Auto or Apple CarPlay every single time because it's better. Not only is Google Maps better than your in-car sat-nav, for example, but it just looks nicer too. It's way better. If you ever have the choice, I bet 99.9% of people do go with what's on their phone, basically, and mirror it onto their little screen so they can see what's on there. The ease of access for that and the ease of use is way better. So in-car software does suck for the most part. And, I had a similar discussion a while ago with one of my good friends. He was You know, he was using his dad's TV, like a Samsung cutting edge smart TV, like top of the shelf brands, right? Massive thing, 4K, OLED, QLED, I don't know, all them acronyms, right? Every single one of them had the lot, right? And he rightfully said, oh, the OS, the operating system on this, it absolutely sucks. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course it does. Nobody buys a television depending on its ease of use. You buy it because it's got the best picture, the best functionality. You don't buy it because it's got good OS. And it's the same with a car. You don't buy a car because its OS is good, its software is good. So they're never going to really improve on that because they don't really have that much of incentive. You know, no one's going to not buy a car because it's not got certain functionality when it comes to, sort of ease of use, I should say, when it comes to the little screen and stuff like that. You buy it because it's got an efficient engine, because it's got climate control, because it's got cruise control, whatever feature you want, right? Because it's a certain size, because it's a certain body style. That's why you buy a certain car. You don't buy it because it's got good software. At least I've never come across anybody who would do that anyway. And if they are saying that, are you really being honest? Are you really being truthful here? I'm not saying I'm not saying you're a liar, but I'm not saying you're a truther either on that one, as Drake and Josh used to say back in the day. So, yeah, your thoughts in the comments below on this, guys. Do you want better in-car purchases? I mean, I understand it from the parking thing, but, you know, in theory that could work and that could be quite handy. But in practice, I don't know, in the real world, I feel like we've still got a ways to go with that. A lot of these machines and stuff are pretty bad, which might make it easier to use from your car, but would you actually trust it? Would you actually trust it? I don't know. The councils out there are a bit dodgy when it comes to stuff like this. But your thoughts in the comments below. In a perfect world, I think it'd work. But sadly, we live in this earthly reality that we're in right now. But yeah, see you soon for some more content like this, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. And yeah, careful of those in-app purchases. They can get you pretty easy.